Alright, everybody, this is, welcome to part 3 of, I think this is part 3, if I'm wrong, I'll check after this video is published, but welcome to part 3 of my World Nations Reset series. So, what we are going to do first is, also, I will show alliances, just no countries have done an alliance yet. Although, ties between Turquoise Nation and Cyan Nation are getting along pretty well. So we probably will go into an alliance very soon. The Egyptian nation finally stops following the Nile, so now you guys don't have to deal with that terrible borderline. I'm gonna fix that. Add. And now we pretty much just have Egypt. This time some explorers from parts of Italian Greek nation go out further and hold on, let me just get all these colors back now. Let's get all the other colors back. Alright. Checking what colors we do have and what colors we don't have. Alright. Oh no, it's not all of them. There we go. Now it's all of them. I think. Yeah, it's all of them. And now we are going to get a white, like, violet nation once again popping up, but it's not the same nation. It's like a Tunisian nation now, like Tunisia. So, I think I'm gonna stop doing this in part 4, unless it's like really bad, then I'll fix it. But if it's just stuff like that, then I probably won't fix it. So yeah, that's the Tunisian nation. And remember, they came from Sicily. They sailed from Sicily to Tunisia. And now, where we are going to go, we're going to explore further, because they have heard about the Egyptian nation that is over here. They do not believe in such. They are not sure if it is real, because they hear that there is also a river that has fresh water for drinking and farming. So the Egyptian nation explorers out here, they have no idea that this purple nation exists yet, because news doesn't really exist. It hasn't really been invented yet. Newspaper hasn't been invented. So these two are just accidentally expanding closer to each other without realizing it. pretty soon, they've met up. And no, they've met up with one another. So now that they've met up with each other, they now believe that each other exist. Now each of them believe in the existence of themselves. So, kind of silly just to do that. Kind of dumb. So, yeah. That's what happens there. We're discovering more and more of Egypt, of like Africa. But it still can't really go very far. They could definitely sail across the entire Mediterranean. But they can't sail all the way across Africa. And nobody is getting to North America for a while. Maybe descendants from the Teal Country might be the first. Speaking of Teal Country, that's actually what's happening next. We're gonna have like a Chinese, we're gonna have a nation where China is. Let's make it really dark blue. Like Indochina. Certainly one of the biggest nations on this map so far. Yeah, I kind of like that just by itself. Definitely bigger than the Red Country. Probably could fit two of it.
Everything is going to be
Ad. Man, why does my background music have ads? So yeah, our first Chinese nation, I guess. But I also just conquered Taiwan because they brought the boats with them. They brought boats with them from the Siam nation because they're descendants from the China and this in the Siam nation. So yeah. Oh no, that's not Taiwan. That is Taiwan. I'm kind of fine with how it glitched. Like it glitched in a good way. So I'm gonna keep it like this actually. It's kind of accurate also because the coastline around here looks really rigid on a world map. Like right here also, Bangladesh. So we just have a big Indo-Chinese nation. It's our very first empire in this series. Also, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but when I started the video, I said, welcome to part 3, but it could be part 4, so, tell me in the comments if I said it wrong. So, like, you guys can make up the names for these countries. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing any of that. I'll also make up the flags. Make up your own story for this. Also, explorers going way far out from the Caucasian nation, and also venturing out here into northern Europe and stuff, and branching out to Moscow. They just branched out everywhere. We're gonna get a bunch of new nations later on. And man, I'm already running out of some colors. I'm already running out of colors. So those explorers that were out there, they just formed a Baltic nation. Sometimes I confuse Baltic with Balkan. But the Balkans are like down here where Greece and remaining coastline nation are. So yeah, sometimes I confuse up here, like up here of the Baltics with like down here the Balkans, because they have similar names. So yeah. How long have I been recording? Like 10 minutes. Dang, it didn't feel like it. They also just swoop down into Kaliningrad because, well, they freaking can. But I also just take Kaliningrad because they felt like it. Balkanization. So yeah, we have our first Baltic nation. And also now the Italian nation will become its own independent nation. It's independent now. It's very hard to see, but it is there. Just for now, I'll put a black line where its borders end. Also, you can tell it apart by the coastline. So, just for now, that's what I'm doing. Well, we don't really need it on the island. Well, you can see where the land is, anyways, because you can see where the drawing tool is going. So you can see where the land has expanded and still. So we have our little Italian nation here. What happened? Let our background music go away. Ah, okay. Okay, I thought it just went away for a second. You have to like squint to see this country's color. And now what's gonna happen?
You can create your own website.
Ah!
And say, this is what I want. With Wix, you can.
I don't care about Wix. Now, now explorers from here, they venture outwards. They really explore out far. They venture out into like France and stuff. And they actually end up forming a pretty successful country right here. Oh, it's really bad up here. It's really bad up here. Right, it's not the actual color of it. There. Wish this was higher quality, can't really do much about this. Can't really do much about it. So we basically just have the North German Confederation right now. Been about 15 minutes since I started this video. Should have done it sooner. So So yeah, we really just have the North German Confederation here, but plus Denmark. Alright, let me check if we don't already have this color. Chances are probably not. This is basically just a French nation. We're finally getting European now. We're finally getting European. I knew Britain was gonna look ugly. So yeah, we basically just have a French nation. And it also has London. Well, where London would be. This one's probably gonna be a little shorter. A little bit on the short side. But that's fine. Not all videos have to be longer and longer and longer. I hope I haven't used this. I don't think I've used this color already. But the newly gained British lands that the French nation had are now their own nation. And the United Kingdom's got a weird shape. I think I should do some drawing it a weird way. So yeah, this is our new map. This is our new world map. But that is going to be the end of today's video of World Nations Reset Part 3 or 4, I think. So, see you all on the next video, and bye!
Unlock bigger screens.
Oh, come on, really? An ad right at the end? An ad at the end of the video? That's not cool.